clicked for the ultimate guide to the Omega Seamaster Diver 300M. And that's exactly what this is. We're not skimming the surface here. We're going deep. The history, the design, the movement, the pop culture moments, and why this watch has become one of the most iconic divers on the planet. By the end, you'll know this watch inside out enough to spot the details collectors obsess over, and enough to decide if it deserves a place on your own wrist. Here's the thing. This isn't just a watch. It's James Bond's armor strapped to the wrist of the most famous spy alive. It became a symbol of style under fire. It's a diver's lifeline built to survive the crushing depths where a single mistake means the ocean wins. And it's more than that. This design didn't just sell watches, it nearly saved Omega itself from fading into obscurity. Every curve, every wave on that dial carries a piece of history. And yet most people wearing it today have no idea what really makes it legendary. So if you've ever wondered why this diver is worshipped, debated, and worn everywhere from Hollywood movie sets to actual submarine decks, you're in the right place. This isn't just another stainless steel tool watch we're talking about. This is the Seamaster Diver 300M, a piece that carries 60 years of heritage, but also the pressure of living up to one of the most famous names in watchmaking. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you won't just know the Seamaster Diver, you'll see it differently. You'll understand why some collectors swear it's the ultimate modern diver, and why others refuse to take it seriously. And here's the kicker. There's one tiny detail, hidden in plain sight, but even seasoned enthusiasts overlook. Miss it, and you'll never really get what makes this watch special. Let's rewind because the Seamaster 300M wasn't born in luxury boutiques. It was born out of desperation. In 1982, Omega was on the ropes. The quartz crisis had gutted Swiss watchmaking. Japan was pumping out cheap, accurate quartz watches, and consumers didn't care about mechanical prestige anymore. Omega, once neck and neck with Rolex, was bleeding market share. They didn't just have a financial crisis, they had an identity crisis. Who were they now? A dusty relic? A budget brand? In 1993, with everything to lose, Omega rolls the dice. They launched the Seamaster Diver 300M, mold design, skeleton hands, wave pattern dial, scalloped bezel. It wasn't trying to be a Rolex Submariner, it had its own voice. And then there was that little crown sticking out at 10 o'clock. The helium escape valve. At first, people laughed, called it unnecessary, a gimmick, but it set the Seamaster apart, something no one else had. And then, Bond. In 1995, GoldenEye hits theaters. Pierce Brosnan straps on the Seamaster 300M, and overnight, the watch is catapulted into pop culture, no longer just a diver's tool. It became the spy's watch. New dial, new bezel, it was sleek, modern, lethal. Suddenly, every kid who wanted to be James Bond also wanted a Seamaster. From desperation to icon, that's the arc. The Seamaster 300M didn't just save Omega, it redefined it. Look closer, because everything on this dial tells a story. The wave pattern? That's not just decoration. Back in the 92nd, Omega pioneered laser engraving to bring that texture to life. Those waves became a signature, a shorthand for the Seamaster's identity. The moment you see them, you know exactly what watch it is. No more of the skeleton hands, controversial since day one. Some say they're too delicate, too stylized. Others swear they're what gives the Seamaster its edge. Love them or hate them, they're not just designed for design's sake. They serve a purpose, cutting through the dial's detail, staying legible, even in the chaos of those engraved waves. And the helium escape valve, maybe the most divisive crown in watchmaking. On paper, it's functional, designed for saturation divers, spending days in a pressurized environment. But for most owners, it's less about survival at 300 meters, and more about the story it tells. This is a serious dive watch, born from real utility. A flex? Sure. A gimmick? Maybe. But undeniably, part of the Seamaster's DNA. Over the years, the materials have leveled up too. Aluminum bezels gave way to glossy, scratch-resistant ceramic. Solid casebacks open to reveal sapphire windows, putting Omega's movements on display. Every generation adds something new without erasing what came before. So here's a thought experiment. If you could redesign one feature of the Seamaster 300M, what would it be? Would you smooth out the waves? Retire the skeleton hands? Scrap the helium valve altogether? Or would you leave it exactly as it is, flaws and all, because that's what makes it iconic? Here's where the Seamaster separates the casuals from the collectors. Because under the dial, this isn't just about looks, it's about a battle of engineering philosophies. First, there's early quartz and ETA-powered models. On the surface, they look like the stepping stones before Omega found its stride, but don't underestimate them. These watches kept the Seamaster alive through the quartz crisis, when brands were collapsing left and right. Without those movements, the Seamaster might have been history. Then came the revolution. George Daniels, one of the greatest watchmakers of the 20th century, invented the coaxial escapement, a system that reduced friction, extended service intervals, and pushed mechanical watchmaking forward. Omega was the only brand bold enough to mass-produce it. That decision rewrote their entire identity. Fast forward to the modern caliber, 8800 and 8806. These aren't just good, they're meta-certified. That means not only COSC-level accuracy, but also resistance to 15,000 Gauss of magnetism. To put that in perspective, your phone, your laptop, even the MRI machine at a hospital, none of it will throw this watch off. And here's the kicker. This level of innovation made Rolex nervous. For decades, Rolex owned the perception of durability and precision. Then Omega started proving, scientifically, that their movements could take more punishment, keep better accuracy, and resist the modern world's biggest enemy, magnetism. What this means is, the Seamaster isn't just keeping up with Rolex, it's challenging the throne. And for collectors, that's the line in the sand. Are you here for the logo on the dial, or for the movement that's pushing the future of watchmaking? Ask anyone. Who made the Seamaster famous? One name, Bond. When Pierce Brosnan strapped on the Blue Wave Seamaster in GoldenEye back in 1995, it wasn't just a watch cameo, it was a cultural reset. Brosnan's Bond was polished, almost too polished, and the Seamaster he wore fit perfectly. Glossy dial, skeleton hands, a watch that doubled as a gadget factory, courtesy of Q Branch. Laser beams, detonators, grappling hooks. Omega leaned into the fantasy, and the public ate it up. Then came Daniel Craig, and suddenly, Bond wasn't about martinis and quips, it was fists, blood, grit. Casino Royale opened with a Bond who was raw and unfinished, and the watch on his wrist reflected that shift. The Seamaster stripped down to its essence. No gadget clutter, just steel and ceramic, built like a weapon. By Spectre, the styling was darker, sharper. Bond's Seamaster wasn't just an accessory, it was armor. But the influence didn't stop at the movies. The Seamaster bled into everything: video games like GoldenEye 007, magazine spreads, red carpets. Brosnan and Craig were photographed everywhere with that watch on their wrist. Suddenly, the Seamaster wasn't just a diver, it was the diver. The one that made you feel like Bond just by clipping it on. And here's the kicker, Omega needed it. In the early 92nd, the brand was struggling, the quartz crisis had gutted Swiss watchmaking, and Omega was drifting. The Bond deal wasn't just product placement, it was survival. After GoldenEye, Seamaster sales exploded. The Bond halo effect dragged Omega back into the fight, giving the brand the swagger it needed to stand toe-to-toe with Rolex. So, who made the Seamaster famous? Brosnan's charm, Craig's brutality, and $1 billion worth of box office muscle. But really, it all comes down to that four-letter name, Bond. So now you know the Seamaster Diver 300M in all its glory. If you made it this far, you're officially part of the Watch Nerd Elite. Tell me in the comments, would you pick this over the Submariner? And why? If you got value here, hit subscribe, because the next deep dive might just be your new favorite watch.